Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So as you might have been able to tell from the title and the thumbnail, today's video will be all about the Chanel WOC. If you're a seasoned subscriber, you will be like, did you buy a WOC and not tell us about it? I didn't actually. This is not mine. This is my bestie's, which she was kind enough to let me borrow for a week to film a video about it. So yeah. This is not mine. I wish it was. I've always loved the WOC, never got around to purchasing it back when it was still at an okay-ish price tag. Now there have been several price increases since, and factoring in quality issues and everything, I don't know if I'm able to justify spending that kind of money on such a small bag, but I digress. So this video will be all about the WOC. This is the older style, by the way, so perfect for someone that might be looking to buy a WOC on the secondhand market, because okay, when I'm saying older style, that means that the closure is a push button closure. On the newer style, don't ask me when they shifted from older to newer, because I don't really know. But yeah, the newer or current style is a magnetic closure as opposed to the push button. But yeah, maybe this video is helpful if you're looking to buy a WOC on the pre-loved market and maybe get one at a somewhat decent price. So yeah, I'm gonna show you mod shots. I'm 177 centimeters, by the way, just for your reference. And I'm also going to show you what fits inside, considering it's a WOC and Chanel doesn't even classify this as a handbag. It's not going to be much, spoiler alert, but I'm going to play Tetris on camera and show you what you would be able to fit inside realistically without overstuffing the bag. So yeah, that's the plan of action for today's video. Will be on the shorter side, but I think a snappy review kind of video will be super helpful if you're currently thinking about adding a Chanel WOC to your collection. So this is the WOC in caviar leather, stunning, and as I mentioned, it's the older style. So you open it up, and on the inside you have the strap, which is non-adjustable, non-detachable. Although, talking about adjustability, let me quickly, should be inside, there we go. I'm also going to show you that piece in detail, but Chanel does offer strap adjustment tools. So this is, of course, you can buy it on AliExpress as well, or probably also on Amazon, but this is from Chanel itself, and you have a tiny little metallic contraption that you can fiddle through the chain to make it shorter. On me, I don't really need a strap shortener because I'm on the taller side, but if you're more petite, that's definitely a useful tool to allow you to wear the bag on your shoulder, for instance, because on me personally, it hits at the perfect length when I'm wearing the bag just on my shoulder. Also crossbody, by the way, but if you're a lot shorter, you might feel like the bag hangs a little too low for you, and that's when these are very helpful. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to show you close-ups, because chances are you won't be able to see much from afar, but the inside is fairly simple. You have credit card slots, I think 6 of them. Yeah, should be that. Then a slip compartment and a zipper compartment. And one other thing, when you look at the bag sideways, it does fold in right here, so it even folds down further. Not as much as the 2.55, which is actually intended to be folded down. There is some structure to the base of the bag, but if you want to extend the base of the bag even further and make it a little more structured, there's always the option to buy these inserts. I think she purchased it on AliExpress, I think, or Etsy maybe. So yeah, these base shapers essentially help to give the base of the bag a little more structure. Let me quickly put it inside, hoping that you're even able to get the idea of what I'm trying to show, but I think, yeah, there we go. So it definitely helps in making the base of the bag a lot flatter than it would be if you didn't have a base shaper in there. Granted, if you put stuff inside, it automatically pushes down the leather curve and makes it flatter that way, but yeah, the base shaper is also an option, and this is a foamy material base shaper, so it shouldn't be an issue when it comes to overstretching the leather or putting indentations anywhere. So yeah, just to let you know that's also an option. So there's a lot of like, okay, not a lot, but there are some ways to tweak the bag to make it work for you even better. So that's essentially the WOC. There's not much to show you because it's such a tiny bag. On the back you have the Mona Lisa pocket, but also very tiny. Everything is tiny about this bag. It's a WOC, so yeah, a wallet on chain. I promised this video was going to be short, so I won't ramble on any further and cut to the what fits inside portion. And I'm also going to insert mod shots. Also, I think I'm going to compare, like mod shot wise, the WOC to my Toy Lulu from Saint Laurent. Of course, the Saint Laurent Toy Lulu is a lot bigger and a lot more puffy. Also, the strap is a little more casual, with it being like a full leather strap as opposed to the leather and metal intertwined when it comes to the WOC. But yeah, just for giggles and like for additional eye candy, I guess I'm gonna like compare the two side by side. And when it comes to how it looks like worn crossbody, again on my frame. If you're taller, good for you. You're like model size if you're taller than me, or if you're more petite, yeah, just like adjust your expectations, I guess, accordingly. So let's see what fits inside. Of course, the WOC is a wallet on chain. It isn't even considered a handbag in Chanel terms, so no surprise, this won't fit like everything you would need on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, so okay, to be fair, I don't know if the layout has changed with the style change of this push button closure being replaced by a magnetic closure. But yeah, on the old style of the WOC, you have the interior right here, card slots right here, a slip compartment right there, and a zipper compartment in the front. And yeah, of course, like the love letter compartment right there. I think on the WOC it goes like all the way down to here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see, I don't want to overstretch. Yeah, it definitely goes, yeah, all the way to the bottom of the bag on the back, which is not the case with the classic flaps. With the classic flaps, the love letter pocket ends, I think, where the fold of the flap is. Anyway, so there's that. You might be able to fit in like, yeah, actual love letters without having to fold them like multiple times. But yeah, so let's start with the phone. I mean, when it comes to the WOC, I would say if you can, just carry your phone in your hand, which, let's be honest, most of us do anyway. But yeah, if you decide to keep your phone in your bag, or at least leave enough room to be able to fit your phone inside, if you end up not wanting to carry it in your hand throughout the evening, it does take up quite a bit. But definitely manageable. So chances are, I mean, you do have the like card compartments here, so if you were really like focusing on fitting in as much as possible, you can definitely transfer your cards from your card holder into those like slip compartments. I usually don't. On my Toy Lulu, for instance, from Saint Laurent, they also have like built-in credit card compartments, and I don't use them at all. But if you wanted to, you can. Okay. Phone, pochette clé, and a card holder is definitely like width-wise already pushing it. You might be able to tell. Yeah, it's like stretches out the leather up top, so I don't want to risk that, even especially considering this is not my bag, but also on my personal bags I wouldn't want to stretch out the leather. So this is basically, when it comes to the width, all you can do essentially. And we do have some space left there because the pochette clé isn't as long as the iPhone. So let's do, I mean, the challenge is actually your keys. So maybe go minimal on your keys and leave like your letterbox keys and everything at home. But yeah, you can, of course, a couple of cards, whatever you need, and like your essential keys can fit inside here, and that should work. also like width-wise. I mean, you're definitely limited when it comes to space, but that's also not surprising considering it's a WOC. So yeah, lip balm. Fits in there all right-ish. I mean, this is quite a bulky lip balm case. You can definitely find something that's not as bulky. When it comes to, yeah, okay, these fit. So AirPods don't take up that much more room in width compared to the pochette clés, so that works just fine. And I think we're at max capacity. So as much as I love the look of the Chanel WOC, there's definitely a reason why I haven't purchased one yet. I mean, granted, right now the price has also increased quite a bit compared to when my friend purchased hers, but yeah, it's just very limiting in terms of what you can carry. Plus also, usually I carry two phones, my personal phone and my work phone, and that would be basically, yeah, that would fill up the entirety of the Chanel WOC. Maybe like a lip gloss on top, but that's essentially it. So yeah, gorgeous bag, no question about it, but definitely there's a limit in terms of what you can fit inside. And that concludes today's video. I really hope I answered all of your questions that you might have had about the Chanel WOC. It's such a cutie, but I'll have to part ways with her again in a couple of days, which I don't want to, but yeah, gorgeous bag. If you're able to find it on the pre-loved market for a decent price, of course, always make sure to get it authenticated and everything, especially when it comes to Chanel. I think buying pre-loved has gotten very stressful because there are a lot of scammers out there and fakes have gotten a lot better over time. But yeah, if you're able to find it at a decent price, in good condition and everything, that might be a good option as opposed to buying it new from the boutique, which costs a fortune at this point, especially considering it's such a tiny bag. But anyway, really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. Also, ring that little bell so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. Again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you have any video requests, also drop them in the comments below. And before I keep you any longer, thanks so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video.